Brookdale's getting ready to take on the Union County Owls tonight here on Brookdale Television for the quarterfinal matchup of the Region 19 tournament. It's Brookdale taking on Union County coming up next here on BTV.
Jump shot uses the window for two. Drives inside and gets it to go. Oh, what a move by the freshman.
And welcome back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena for another edition of Brookdale basketball here on Brookdale TV. Tim Kettlefemo alongside Brian Goudsward for this quarterfinal matchup in the Region 19 tournament. Union County coming in here as the 7th seed, while the Brookdale Jersey Blues, the home team, coming in here as the 2nd. But again, Brian, both of these two teams, the last 2 times they have played, both games have been decided by 2 points or less. What are you expecting in both of these games, particularly the players that'll step up for this evening?
Yeah, likely another close game. I mean, as you said, these games always seem to be close when Brookdale matches up with Union. The 2 games, as you said, decided by a combined 3 points this year. And for Brookdale, the key player has to be Zach Olakani. Early on, he was kind of getting a feel for himself. Didn't really know what his role was officially, whether he was starting or coming off the bench, but he has evolved into one of the big offensive weapons for this team, and I would expect that to continue tonight. And then on the Union side, Chinua Messina is really the go-to scorer, the #1 option for this Owl team offensively, and Brookdale will have to key in on him defensively tonight.
Both of those 2 players, along with the rest of the team, will be people you have to keep an eye on. Let's go down to the court to get things started. So just take a look at the starting roster, starting lineup, I should say, for both of these 2 teams. Mike Alston, Chinua Messina, Nasir Akron, Javon Allen, and Brandon Villa. Well, Brookdale will come out with their traditional 5, Kerry Kirkwood, Kyle Bradshaw, Sky Harris, Jordan Little, and Zach Olakani. We mentioned Olakani. He had 20 points and the go-ahead bucket with 30 seconds left to go. And the last time these 2 teams played back on the 7th of February, where Brookdale won 83-82. Our officials this evening, Tom Fitzgerald, Jawan Jones, and Rondell Taylor. Brookdale will be here in their home white uniforms with red lettering and blue trim, while Union coming in here with their black uniforms with red lettering and white trim. Union will be going right to left, while Brookdale will be going left to right. Brookdale coached by Paul Chizak in his 25th season, while Union is coached by Jerry Henderson in his 1st year. Opening tip controlled by Brookdale, and we are underway from the Collins Arena in this quarterfinal round. And already the Collins Arena is starting to get loud. A huge crowd is on hand for the Union side along with Brookdale. Kyle Bradshaw opens things up with a 3. It's rims out, and the ball is fought for underneath, and a foul going the other way on Brookdale. It'll be on Jordan Little, and it'll give Union the ball. Coach Chizak already upset about that call.
Yeah,
it's the first on the team.
I thought for sure that should have been an over-the-back call on Javon Allen there underneath the basket. So I think the right reaction from the Brookdale sideline is they appeared to get the wrong end of that whistle.
Javon Allen dribbling with the ball now with 10 to shoot, guarded by Zach Olakani. Flips it over to Brandon Villa. Villa now hands back off to Allen with 4. Allen underneath the basket, reverse layup is good, and Union on the board first.
Now, this may sound like a basic thing, but Brookdale is not accustomed to playing with this much noise in the building. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that early on in this game.
Kirkwood quiets the Union crowd and gets the Brookdale crowd back into it. 3-2, their first lead. Kirkwood, someone you have to watch from behind the arc, definitely.
Yeah, he's been Brookdale's best 3-point shooter this year, start to finish.
Nasir Akron inside, fadeaway, rims out, rattled out, no good. Rebound, Allen back up with it, blocked away, and Olakani comes away with the weak side rebound. Olakani over to Harris, open for a left arc 3, got it!
And so Brookdale with a couple of 3s to start, that really has not been their way of attacking offensively this season, but going against a Union team that can really put up points, Brookdale's going to have to make their share of shots tonight.
Akron over to Chinua Messina at the right elbow. Back over to Akron. Akron pulls up for a jumper. Too strong. Rebound Harris. Brookdale off to a nice start. Olakani a little out of control. Flips it up there. No good. Rebound Little. Puts it up. No good. Tip up is no good by Olakani. Little underneath. 4-chance opportunity, and he's fouled. But they're going to call the foul on the floor, I believe, and not a shooting foul. So Brookdale will have to inbound the ball. It's going to be a foul on, scoreboard hasn't updated yet. I think it's on Javon Allen, if I'm not mistaken. No, they're actually called on Mike Alston, his first personal. Fresh 30 for Brookdale. The inbound pass from Kerry Kirkwood. A lot of noise in the Collins Arena, as you can probably hear. Nice feed inside, a little all alone. Bumped, count the basket.
Yeah, a lot of noise in the stands and a lot of noise to start offensively for this Brookdale offense. Couple of threes early on. Now it's Jordan Little with the end one opportunity underneath.
And now a timeout is going to be called by Coach Henderson. You see him there on the sidelines in the plaid shirt. Very upset. Take a look at this last foul here. Little goes in and barely Chinua Messina touched him on his way to the basket. We'll take a break. 8-2, Brookdale with the early lead in this quarterfinal round.
Young Lee, Colton High School.
Wow.
My name is Kyle Bradshaw. I'm a guard from Massaquoi High School.
Teray Gatlin, Patterson Eastside, small forward.
James Wright, Ewing High School, shooting guard.
Zachary Olukani, Teaneck High School, guard.
Dante Whipple, Old Bridge High School, small forward.
Samson Orianatolo, Madison Regional High School, forward.
My name is Sky Harris. I'm from Cardinal McCarrick High School, and I'm a forward.
Hi, my name is Jordan Little. I'm from Perth Amboy Tech High School, and I'm a power forward.
We are the Kirkwood twins. We're from Neptune, New Jersey. He's point guard. I'm shooting guard.
Matt Ringle, Marlboro High School, forward.
We are Brookdale men's basketball.
Go Blues!
Planning a large-scale event or conference? Consider Brookdale Community College and its versatile Collins Arena. The Collins Arena is the premier venue for all kinds of corporate and community events, live concerts and celebrity happenings, trade shows and expositions.
Back here in Robert J. Collins Arena, Jordan Little at the line to shoot an N1 opportunity, try to complete the three-point play. Little's foul shot is on the way and good. Brookdale leads early, 9-2. This is one of the best starts we've seen this season for this team with 2 threes. And of course that three-point play by Jordan Little.
Yeah, and it's been one of the ongoing stories of this Brookdale team this year is getting off to slow starts. Early on tonight, not the case.
Harris takes it away ahead of the field, lays it in with the left hand. Brookdale, instead of struggling with this energy from Union, is actually feeding into it. Messina for 3, got it.
Yeah, the intensity level is clearly there, led by the crowd that these fans are showing right now, but on the court, both teams have been sharp.
Kirkwood for 3, it's a little too strong on the rebound to Chinua Messina. Messina had 25 points the last time these two teams played and shot 5-11 from behind the three-point line. It's definitely someone Coach Chizak told me before the game Brookdale's going to have to keep an eye on whenever he has the ball. Javon Allen also had a nice game. Now he drives inside, floater off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sky Harris, but he saved it to Nasir Akron, and Union resets. Messina goes around a screen over to Allen, and Allen walked.
Yeah, and a recipe for a good game, you know, this matchup has it because both teams come in having been playing their best basketball of the season. Brookdale on an 8-game winning streak, and then for Union, they won their final 3 of the regular season, and in all 3 games, they scored 100+ points.
Kirkwood all alone, right on Allen, and he lays it in. So now Union trying to answer back. Allen inside may have gotten fouled by Kyle Bradshaw. No call. Now here comes Brookdale the other way. 3-on-2. Olakani to the rim, lays it in.
Great dish by Kirkwood and a nice decision. That was not an easy pass on that fast break to get it to Olakani.
Messina from way behind the three-point line. That was NBA range. It's no good. Now Olakani trying to go 2 for 2, blocked away by Allen. And now here come the Owls up the floor. Allen flips it over to Villa, stolen away by Little. And now Brookdale will try to reset with a 10-point lead. 5 minutes gone by here in the first. Kirkwood floater, too strong, rebound Allen. Javon Allen had 13 points the last time these two teams played, coupled with 20 points.
Yeah, he had
rebounds, I should say. Go ahead, Brian.
He had a great all-around game, scoring, rebounding, even dished out some assists. So he's that secondary scoring option to Messina for this Owl team.
Messina over to Villa. Now Allen wide open for a 3, and he hit it.
And right on cue, we talk about him, and they find him wide open, spotting up, nails the 3-ball.
A lot of contact down low between Jordan Little and Nazir Akron. No call. Now this is Little on Alston, and the shot rolls in from the low block area for Jordan Little.
Yeah, really nice move by Little. Got good position there against Alston, and a nice fall-away jumper from Little.
Brookdale in a man-to-man defense. This is Allen dribbling near midcourt. Stolen away by Olakani. 3-on-2 opportunity the other way for Brookdale. Olakani with the right-hand layup. Brookdale now leads by 11. Allen right at the hole. Too strong, and now a foul here on the floor. And it's going to be a foul on Brookdale here against, I think, Zach Olakani, his first personal. Coach Chuzak very upset.
How about the pass, though, from out of bounds by, was that Alston the last time? And if I recall, he made a similar pass the last time these teams met here at the Collins Arena. That's one of his specialties.
This is Nazir Akron with a fresh 30. Back out to Chinua Messina for 3. Yes. Messina made 5 threes the last time, as I said a moment ago. He's got 2 already.
Yeah, that's his game. I mean, he's a big-time scorer, but there's some scorers who specialize in shooting the basketball. That's exactly what Messina does.
Little gets the lucky roll to go, and it's 21-11 now. Jersey Blues in front. Neither of these two teams have substituted yet in this game, and we're almost gone 7 minutes. Foul here on the perimeter on Kyle Bradshaw as he bumped Chinua Messina.
Yeah, then again with Union, though, you look over their bench, you only see one player sitting on the bench, so not a lot of options for head coach Jerry Henderson to go to here in this big game.
Yeah, the only other player on the bench for Union is Aaron Smith. Union has 9 players on the roster. They only arrived with 6 inside. Akron with the nice jumper, and it's a lead back down to 8. Harris, right wing, or right arc 3 is good for Sky Harris. And to give you an idea how loud it is, we can barely hear ourselves talk in this arena. Both crowds really getting into it. Allen over to Villa, who runs right into Bradshaw. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay here with Union.
Yeah, good job defensively by Bradshaw to tie up Villa. I think Villa thought he was contacted enough for him to go to the line, but they don't get the call, and so they inbound underneath.
So Zach Olakani, Kyle Bradshaw, and Sky Harris will come out. Teray Gatling, Jordan Hernandez, and James Wright are in. Messina, right at Hernandez. Floater is good for Messina. And now Union slowly starting to chip away at the Brookdale lead. Owls in what appears to be a 2-3 zone. Wright over to Gatling, had it stripped away for a second. Little down low, reverse layup, good.
You know, I wish we had this kind of intensity at least some of the games in the regular season. It's just refreshing to see people excited about watching basketball here.
Wright the other way. Nice layup for James Wright. 27-15 now. Brookdale has matched their largest lead at 12. Messina tried to split the defense, didn't work. Now he's double teamed. Villa almost lost it out of bounds. May have taken an extra step, but Villa lays it in. And now Brookdale wanting to push it up the floor. Hernandez in the corner. Back out to Kerry Kirkwood for a left arc three. It's off the front rim, no good. And the rebound to Allen. Brookdale not back on defense. Allen takes it to the hole, short on the layup, but Brookdale got lucky there because they were not back on defense. Here comes James Wright the other way. Tara Gatling flips it over to Jordan Little, and Little, he cannot miss in this game so far. 29-17, Brookdale in the front. And now a timeout called here by Union, as Coach Chizak is really excited with the way his players have started this game. 29-17. Brookdale in front, 10:58 remaining here in the first half. We will take a break and come back to the Collins Arena right after this.
Looking for quality higher education at an affordable price? You'll find it at Brookdale Community College. With locations in Lincroft, Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Hazlitt, and Wall, and online options that let you study anywhere. At Brookdale, you can train for a new career, earn a diploma, and transfer to a 4-year school hassle-free. Brookdale has small classes and approachable faculty, an honors program, academic support centers, a full student life experience, and nationally ranked sports teams. Visit brookdalecc.edu and start your success story today.
Back here in Robert J. Collins Arena, Coach Chizak very happy with the way his team has played. In fact, he was fired up on the sidelines coming out of that timeout. His team has just opened up extremely well.
Yeah, normally you see him fired up when he's displeased with his team. It's not often that you get that kind of reaction in a celebratory fashion from Coach Chizak, but his team really off to a remarkable start the first 11 minutes.
Coach Chizak feels his team can win out. They've got 3 games left. Obviously, this is a quarterfinal matchup. We'll get into what teams are still left to play a little bit later on in the broadcast, but this is probably going to be one of the tighter games in the quarterfinal round based on how close the last 3 games of these teams have been, dating all the way back to last season. Javon Allen over to Chinua Messina, and now Messina was going to throw it up for a shot, but instead tried to get it over to one of his teammates, and it's stolen away by Hernandez. Hernandez now turns it over. Akron up ahead to Allen, blew the layup. Kirkwood the other way. Brookdale has numbers. Right inside, good.
And that's what James Wright can do. You know, his role changes whether it's starting or coming off the bench, but he is in there to score the basketball as he did on the last possession.
Messina no good from the 3. Union gets another opportunity here, and Brandon Villa inside lays it in. Brookdale, though, still with a double-digit lead. Kirkwood over to Wright. Now back to Kerry Kirkwood along the baseline, and it'll stay here. I thought Kerry Kirkwood may have stepped on the baseline. Instead, he was fouled. It'll be a foul on Javon Allen, his first, and the 3rd on the team. Aaron Smith will come in for Nazir Akron. Or rather, no, Mike Alston will go to the bench. Instead, Aaron Smith will come in for him for Union. Fresh 30 for the Jersey Blues. Gatling goes right at Akron. All types of contact, got all ball. Hernandez the rebound, and now we have a timeout here as Akron is still down on the floor. I think he may have lost a contact as he's holding his eye. So he's going to get up and walk off the floor, so we'll keep it here. I think he may have gotten poked in the eye there, Brian. I didn't quite see what happened to Nazir, but now Mike Alston, who just went to the bench, is now going to check in.
Yeah, it was on that drive by Teray Gatling, that kind of jump step move in the paint, and as you said, some sort of eye issue for Akron, so he's forced to the bench, being looked at by the trainer as Brookdale remains with the basketball.
Brookdale get an inbound with 21 on their shot clock. Keyshawn Kirkwood has checked in for his brother. This is Keyshawn with the basketball. Over to Gatling. 9 to shoot. Kirkwood fouled inside. So we'll see now Keyshawn Kirkwood at the foul line for the first time this evening. It'll be a foul on Mike Alston, his second. Let's take a look at this foul here, Brian. Whoops. We'll get that in just a second for you. Meanwhile, at the line, Keyshawn Kirkwood shooting 66% on the year. The 5'11" freshman from Neptune, New Jersey, hits the first one. Watch this again. Yeah, definitely a foul inside there on Alston. I tell you, Union definitely brought their fan base this evening.
Yep, they're making a lot of noise there on that far side. They got their own section, as you see right there.
33-19. You wouldn't know it, though. Union's still playing like it's a close game. Brookdale's starting to extend their lead very quietly. Allen, jump ball going Brookdale's way as there was a tie-up in the paint.
Yeah, Brookdale has just been the more aggressive team in this first half so far. You're seeing on those kinds of plays, winning the 50-50 balls, getting the big rebounds, getting second chances, all been in favor of the Jersey Blues to start.
Right, it's a long two if it makes it. It's no good. Smith, the rebound as he was falling down, saved it to Javon Allen. Brandon Villa now right in front of Coach Chizak. And now the Union Owls will try to set up a play. Down by 14. Messina. The feed to Villa, right on Harris, and the low block, no good. Gatling the rebound. A little out of control for Teray. Flips it over finally to Keyshawn Kirkwood. Harris, guarded by Smith, lost it for a brief second, got it back. Harris, the drive, way off, and the rebound to Alston. And now Villa lost it, but he was on the baseline going back to Brookdale.
Yeah, and you see the reaction there from Jerry Henderson. Those are the kind of plays that his team just hasn't been able to execute so far.
And now we'll have a timeout here by Brookdale, actually. It'll actually be a full timeout. Let's take a look at this last skirmish on the floor as Villa was trying to save that ball from going out of bounds. It'll go back to Brookdale when we come back. Brookdale leads 33-19. Back to the Collins Arena here on Brookdale TV after this.
It's the week before finals here at Brookdale Community College, and students are running around hoping to pull together a big A on their final exam, but a few of them are here in the Bankier Library choosing relaxation over stress by taking a step out of the student's life and into the dog's life.
Well, this is an annual event that we do. Actually, we do it every semester. Around exam time, it's therapy dogs in the library for students to come in and staff too. Just to have some fun, to relax, pet the dogs, play with the dogs, and kind of relieve some stress.
Oh, you are so cute. I'm in so heaven. High five. You're so cute.
Back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, Tim Kettlefamo alongside Brian Gounsward. Jerry Henderson in his first season as the head coach of the Union Owls so far has not seen the performance that he was hoping to see in this first half from his squad so far. Union has played hard, but Brookdale has just been able to out-hustle them and get a lot of fast break points, and that's really the difference in this game so far. Harris out of the inbounds play, double teamed. Over to right with the runner, had it blocked away by Allen, and now here comes Union. Up ahead to Smith, and Smith couldn't handle the pass, and it'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass led Smith just enough that he couldn't quite get down court in enough time to reel it in and create a fast break opportunity for the Owls.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Union now looks like they've changed up their defense a little bit. Kirkwood had it stripped away by Smith. Up ahead to Messina, and he's fouled on his way to the rim. Nice hustle by Chinua Messina to get up the floor. Brookdale getting ready to substitute heavily at the next opportune moment. And it'll send Chinua Messina, the 6'1" sophomore from Montclair, New Jersey, to the line. Messina comes in here averaging 27 points a game. First one up and good. In come the substitutions. The only player that's going to remain on the floor is Teray Gatling.
Yeah, and see, this is one of the great advantages that this Brookdale team has because, like we talked about with Union, only one reserve they have on their roster. Brookdale has this ability to put 4 substitutions, all of whom have played a big role this season in the game.
Messina made them both from the foul line. It's a 12-point lead. Olakani down low to Little. Back to Gatling with 14 on the shot clock. Kerry Kirkwood. Feed inside to Gatling. Gatling was bumped, but able to get the basket anyway from inside.
And Gatling is coming off his best game of the season a week ago against Middlesex. He went 8 of 8 from the floor in that game, scored 20 points.
Olakani over to Gatling. Runner too strong, and the rebound to Villa. Now Villa up ahead to Allen, and Allen is fouled by Olakani. So they're going to count the basket, and they're going to charge, actually, no, it is going to be on Olakani. It'll be his second. We'll take a look at the foul just a second here. Allen will try to complete the three-point play from the line. Way too strong for Javon. Watch this, there was the foul there by Olakani. 35-23. Little inside, foul, count the basket.
And I think Brookdale is so much a better basketball team as a whole when Jordan Little is dominating in the paint, because we know about the perimeter scorers, we know about the guys who can get to the basket, score their double figures, but when they get Little going, dominating down near the basket, that just creates such a big mismatch against the opposition.
So now Little, three-point play is completed. Union, though, still making noise on the sidelines. Their team down by 15. Allen over to Villa. Guarded by Kyle Bradshaw. Villa with the nice drive inside and patiently took his time and put it in with the left hand.
Yeah, nice move. He spun around Bradshaw and then got the shot to go over the help defender, Gatling.
Gatling over to Kerry Kirkwood. Now Kyle Bradshaw will pull the trigger on a three, and Kyle Bradshaw connects. 41-25. Brookdale increasing their lead. Villa over to Messina, who's been quiet the last few minutes. Messina with the drive inside. He's bumped before he gets to the basket. And they're actually going to call the foul on Jordan Little, and they're going to say that Messina was in the act of shooting. I didn't think Messina was even in the paint there, Brian, and I think that's why Coach Chizak's upset. Either way, Messina at the line makes the first one. Comes in here shooting 82% from the line. And Union, as a whole, shoots 68% from the charity stripe. Messina 2 for 2. Kirkwood right around Aaron Smith, who fell down. Shot clock down to 16. James Wright to Gatling, back to Wright, nice find, and an even better finish for James Wright.
It really was a great find by Gatling, one of the bigger players on this Brookdale team, to find a cutting James Wright to the basket.
Coach Chizak jumping up and down on the sidelines. I've never seen him have this much intensity when his team has been up by double digits.
Well, I think the intensity in the crowd is adding to the fuel of the coaching staff as well.
It's adding to the broadcasters up here. We're having a difficult time keeping up with it. Messina, the floater, is good. Messina thought he was fouled. 43-29. Harris right in front of the Union bench. Double teamed. Gatling along the baseline, over to Bradshaw, contact, but he makes the basket.
Yeah, that's the second straight possession where it's Gatling making the decision to pass the basketball up down near the basket. That time he finds Bradshaw for 2.
Villa threw it at the feet of Akron, and it'll go to Brookdale after the turnover. So Union, as a team, only averages 10 turnovers a game. We've seen close to that margin, and we still have a whole second half of action to play. It's one of the reasons why Union has struggled. Harris for 3, in and out, and the rebound to Messina. Messina now will pull up for a straight-on 3. That's too strong. Rebound Smith, and Smith is now fouled. Foul's going to be on Teray Gatling. It'll be his first personal, and now the 7th on Brookdale.
And since it has become customary to mention interesting shoes that we find, I think we should mark out Aaron Smith here for his neon green or yellow, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing about Aaron is we were talking about this the last time Brookdale played, and he's still wearing the same shoes, oddly enough.
Oh, that was Smith the last time, too.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Last time these two teams played. We were remarking at some of the Jersey Blues style of footwear, and Aaron Smith was one of the players that caught our attention, and how can you not? Would have liked to have had better luck at the free throw line that last time. Gatling runs right over Villa, and it's an offensive foul on Gatling.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy call that time in the paint. Anytime you use the arm to extend, which he does there, just plows into Villa, it's going to be an offensive foul.
Second personal on Gatling. Brookdale now starting to approach the double bonus with 18 fouls. Union's only got 5, but it's down by 16. Akron to Villa. James Wright lost track of Villa down low, and that led to the basket by Brandon.
Yeah, and then Villa made the nice adjustment, feeling the contact from Sky Harris and still getting it to go off the glass.
Kirkwood with the floater in the paint, and Kerry Kirkwood able to knock it down. Kirkwood comes in, averaging under 8 points a game. Messina with the drive, it's good, and Coach Chizak is going to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so we will take a break. 47-33, Brookdale leads Union Owls. Back after this.
The Brookdale faculty here, they really want you to succeed. They really want to see you reach for the stars and push you beyond your limits to make you into the person that they see in you and that you may not even see in yourself. Finding a friend or finding a mentor and somebody that you've once viewed as your teacher and somebody that you can now go to, not only with school stuff, but with life stuff. I know that Brookdale has prepared me to transfer to wherever I want to go, and I can't thank them enough for that.
My name is Demi Vernikov, and I'm part of the Student Life Board. And this year we're having our Welcome Back Week and Involvement Fair. So basically what that is that we're getting students who are returning students and new students to come in and experience what Brookdale has to offer, which is a dozen different new clubs, different people where you can meet new people, make new friends, and definitely make different connections with different people, and kind of just get involved like what we have here with different music going on.
Tim Kettlefamo alongside Brian Gownsward back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena for this Region 19 tournament quarterfinal matchup between the number 2 seed Brookdale and the number 7 seed Union. Brookdale has started out this game incredibly well for a team that historically does not start games all that well. They came out really guns blazing, so to speak. And were able to jump out to an early lead. Right now Travels all by himself at the top of the key. But really, Brian, Brookdale, you have to credit Coach Chizek and his team. They have started incredibly well, which is unusual. Usually it takes a few minutes for this team to get going.
Yeah, you know, I was interested coming into this game too with the fact that they hadn't played in a week, which, you know, most of the second half of the season, they were playing every 2 or 3 days. So I was interested to see just how strong they would open up after not playing 7 days. They've clearly answered the bell very well.
So another turnover there by Union, approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first. Right, guarded by Messina. This is Jordan Hernandez for a left wing 3. It's off the mark, and the weak side rebound pulled down by Akron. Messina goes baseline, had it blocked from behind by Bradshaw, but there's a foul on the floor. And it's either going to be on Bradshaw or Hernandez. I believe they're going to call it on Bradshaw. Either the second personal on Kyle and the 9th on the team. And Messina's back at the foul line once again.
Yeah, and even with Union trailing by 14 points, their star player, Messina, has had a big first half. Brookdale really hasn't done a very good job defending him. And in fact, on the last timeout we saw taken by Brookdale, that's because Coach Chizek was livid with the defense when Messina blew by him to get to the rim.
Messina 1 out of 2 from the line. Brookdale still leads by 13. Kirkwood allowing Brookdale to set up. Samson Orion-Natolo is in the game for the first time this evening. Right with the long 3 is off the mark. And now Smith the rebound. Over to Alston for a jumper. Too strong, rebound Hernandez.
Back and forth both these teams go, though. Isn't that Brookdale basketball? And Union has been able to match them in terms of pace, but not on the scoreboard.
12 to shoot. Hernandez with the drive inside. He's bumped and fouled. And Jordan now will go to the foul line. The 6'2" freshman from Passaic. Foul's going to be on Brandon Villa. That's his first personal and the 6th team foul on the Owls. So Hernandez shooting 64% from the line. First one up is no good for Jordan. Coming back into the game is Javon Allen. By the way, we saw Nazir Akron go out with what appeared to be an injury to his eye. He was back on the floor and appears to be absolutely fine. Orion-Natolo brings down the rebound. He lost it, though. And now a hell ball is called, and it'll go back to Union. Hernandez did not make either one from the line. And now Keyshawn Kirkwood's going to come in for Jordan Hernandez for Brookdale.
Man, it's interesting that guys like Keyshawn Kirkwood, Samson Orianatolo on the floor, two players who we didn't see in the game all that much in the first halves of games, but clearly their role has evolved more as the season's gone on.
Villa straight on three, rims out, rebound snatched out of the air by Allen, and the shot clock resets. Shot clock and the game clock is about a second differential. Union's looking at the shot clock now down to 10. Allen with the drive. Goes right around Orianatolo. No good. Rebound Kirkwood, and Kirkwood goes over Smith, and it's a blocking foul on Smith. With 1.5 seconds remaining. So the foul for Smith is going to be his first personal. Union's only got 7 fouls as a team, so it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Keyshawn Kirkwood. At the line. Kirkwood, the freshman, got the first attempt. He'll get another. And Brookdale will try, if Keyshawn can make this shot, to go into the locker room, presumably up by 15. It's no good. Villa, chuck at the buzzer is no good, and that'll bring us to halftime, 48-34. What a half, to say the least, for both of these two teams. And Brian, I have to be honest with you, I'm really, frankly, surprised that we are now here after 20 minutes of play with Brookdale having a 14-point lead, 48-34, going into halftime, when the last 2 games that these two teams have played have been decided by 2 points or less. I mean, I'm shocked. This is really incredible.
Yeah, just about every time they play, it's something that we've talked about many times, that the games are close. Well, in this game, Brookdale's been able to separate themselves here with a 14-point lead at the break. And, you know, I like the way they started this game. They made a couple of threes. We saw Kerry Kirkwood, Sky Harris. That kind of set the tone for this Brookdale team early. And then they got into playing what they do best, which is getting out in transition, making it happen on that end of the floor, and opening up the lead. So we'll see what adjustments they make. Have to tighten up the defense on Messina, but all in all, a very strong first half.
Again, the winner of this game goes on to the semifinals here in the Region 19 tournament. Brookdale come in here as the 2nd seed, while Union is the 7th seed. But again, at the end of 20 minutes of play, Brookdale leads 48-34. We'll step aside for halftime and come back for the second half. Tim Catalfamo alongside Brian Goudsward will be back here on Brookdale Television after the break. Stay tuned.
Happy Chinese New Year. That's right, it's the year of the monkey. And to kick it off, Brookdale's having a little celebration here at the Student Life Center. Let's go check it out.
My name is Kayla Cardoza. I'm the Vice President of Asian Society here at Brookdale. And the event today we're doing is Chinese New Year. We're celebrating the year of the monkey this year. And we have a bunch of different crafts that people can try. We have calligraphy for those who want to attempt it. We have origami. And we also have a marble game where you use chopsticks to try and pick up marbles of varying difficulty. And we also have free fruit in the back.
I'm Linda Wang. I teach in math department. I'm the advisor of the Asian Society. I'm the founder of Asian Society since 1994. I love the club, and it's great to see all the students come together, not only Asian students, but a lot of students who are interested in the culture and they want to be involved with the Asian Society.
My name is Byung-gun John, and on Chinese New Year, Korea also celebrates their New Year at the same day, because they used to be a part of like one country. So we were once one country, so like it means a lot, like that we're celebrating the same holiday. So like one day, like we could just like feel reunited, maybe like in that way. Yeah.
What a great way to bring in the new year. To learn more about Brookdale, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Lauren Watson here at the Brookdale Athletics 2016 Hall of Fame.
We're here tonight to recognize the inductees into the Brookdale Athletic Hall of Fame. The Brookdale Community College Alumni Association is proud to sponsor the dinner tonight, along with the athletic department and also with the Brookdale Community College Foundation. It's great to have all these Brookdale alum back together to celebrate each other and to celebrate their achievements while they were here at Brookdale.
Oh, I think it's a great honor for anybody to be inducted to any Hall of Fame. I mentioned Dennis McCaffrey, young guy like him, and he's already been inducted into tonight will be his fourth Hall of Fame that he's been inducted. And he's a very successful coach and a successful administrator up in Cranford.
I want to just thank Brookdale. To all the other inductees, the 1986 team for showing us how to do it. Current athletic director, just feeling his passion, his love and concern for Brookdale. I want to say thank you, Brookdale. To all the employees, keep doing what you're doing, because you got some kid that didn't really have a path. You got some kid that really didn't know what he was going to do, be able to go to Villanova and have a great life now, and it's because of Brookdale, and I say thank you very much.
It's an honor for me to be able to share this evening with all of the amazing inductees that are here, but especially with Bo. So, while I am proud of my accomplishments in my years playing softball here at Brookdale, the greatest of them all, for sure, is the honor of being inducted tonight next to you.
You know how they say to have a nation, a village to raise. This is my Jersey family village right here.
On April 4th, on opening day in Baltimore, I will be on the field at Camden Yards in my tuxedo with my orange tie, and I will introduce the Orioles to a television audience of about 250,000 people, and then up to the radio booth, and I'll have the knowledge privately that it all began for me here.
Considering stemming into the financial sector, the Brookdale Math Club hosted Brookdale trustee Gary Tolchin, who came and spoke to students about all things Wall Street and career opportunities for STEM students in the financial world.
That could be the difference between you staying in that company and you not staying in that company. Every time I'm at Brookdale, and I'm a trustee here for about 18 months, every time I'm here I learn something, another positive event that happens here. A lot of people here with passion. They wanted to ask questions, and I think there's a big future for these young adults here. And I love coming here, and I love to go on events because I learn something new every time I'm here. And the professor, what a job he did, because he was in the stock market, so he helped me out a lot, and he was just as passionate as I was. So hopefully sometime in the STEM degree, whatever it might be, whatever avenue they take, they will have a future in it.
I thought it was really informative to really tell people in the STEM field how we could express ourselves not only in technology, engineering, math, science, and all that, but also into the business field of, you know, doing some type of quantitative work in finance and such. It's interesting to see how we could, you know, have a different angle on not only what we do as a major, but, you know, if we have other interests.
If you have a passion for what you want to do, whatever it might be, it won't be a job. It'll be a career that you love. And hopefully everyone comes out here and they could figure it out. And if they have any questions, they could always email the professor, and he could let me know if they have any other questions.
For more information, you can log on to brookdalecc.edu. I'm Laura Vetter. Thanks for joining us on Brookdale Television.
Sitting with someone one-on-one in a no-stress environment, that is how you learn how to do math. And Brookdale offers that with 6 full-time members that sit around the perimeter of the room. You come to them with your math or your test review questions, and they'll sit and they'll answer it with you. If you don't have your book with you, you can check out your book. And for most of the courses, about 90% of them, we also have the solutions manual. So you can sit and you can do the work with it, and it actually has the solutions worked out. There's a computer lab that we have that has all the software that you would need to complete any of the math courses here at Brookdale, whether it's statistics with Minitab or Maple Derive for your calc course. There's 2 quiet rooms that are usually open that you're free to use. It's across from where the faculty have their offices. You can, be a part of the math department very easily. So it's a great place to come and do your work in small groups. Math Lab is open 6 days a week, and all the hours are available on the site.
Hi, I'm Sophia Pearl, and I'm here at the Scholarship Recognition Ceremony, where Brookdale celebrates students who have received scholarships to further their education and the donors who made their scholarships possible. Let's go meet some of the recipients.
My name is Kyle Hayes, and I received a scholarship from the Stone Foundation of New Jersey. Brookdale has always been kind of like one of the top schools for getting you high-quality education.
Hi, my name is Sienna Carson, and I received the Brett Boone Memorial Scholarship. I feel astounded because it's my first scholarship, so the fact that I was picked out of so many people, it means something. It means that they've been looking at what I've been doing and what I've been up to, and it's nice to be recognized.
I'm really proud to be here to give our scholarships to our students today. They're all sitting behind us, and it's a very exciting time for us.
We're here for the annual scholarship recognition ceremony, where we have all the students at Brookdale who have received scholarships through the foundation come here to be recognized, and we also recognize the donors who make it possible for the students to receive those scholarships. It's not only just the money that they receive. Through the letters that we receive from the students, they tell us a story, how this has motivated them to succeed, to continue on, that they love the fact that someone has confidence in their ability to succeed. So we know that the scholarships make a dramatic difference. This year, we'll give out over $400,000 in scholarships to students. In the past 16 years, we've given out over $4.4 million in scholarships to nearly 7,000 students.
It's an amazing feeling to get this scholarship.
My name is James King, and I got the Dr. Mark and Rose Bankier Memorial Scholarship. I'm just excited because it just feels great to know my hard work is paying off and that someone recognizes it.
It gives me a chance to put it towards what I can do with my career.
I think it's an excellent opportunity for me to help further my education.
I'm enjoying Brookdale. It's been a life changer, and I'm glad I ended up here.
I would say thank you for all you've done. Without this scholarship, I would probably not be able to finish my education, which I will be finishing next semester. So I'm really excited for that and see what's going to happen next.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and it's the end of semester here at Brookdale. Do you know what that means? It's time for the annual Spring Fling celebration. This year, the Student Life Board decided to take a trip through history and use different decades as the inspiration for each event.
My name is Layla Taki. I'm a special education major here at Brookdale. I am secretary of the Student Life Board. To put together Spring Fling this year, we, as a group, we sit down every year and we come up with themes. So we brainstorm, what can work, what cannot work. And at the table this year, someone said, hey, how about through the decades? And it just stuck, and we were like, that's awesome. So then we started planning through the decades. We decided we wanted to do 60s, 70s, and 80s. Tuesdays was 60 Day. It was the hippie vibe. We had an awesome turnout. Last night, we had a 70s roller skating rink, which also had a really good turnout. I was actually very surprised. Sometimes it's hard Wednesday night. And then today is our 80s themed day. We have Mr. Belding and karaoke and super fun 80s arcade games and a candy bar. I think people really liked last night, and I think today is going to go over really well. Everyone's going to love Mr. Belding. He's awesome. I mean, look at him up there.
No diggity, I gotta bag it up.
My name is Chris Berry. My major is communication media. I actually came here special for this karaoke thing because I know the DJ. He does karaoke at MJ's restaurant in Tinton Falls on Tuesdays, and basically I'm friends with him, and I felt like I had to come out and represent him, represent the school, and just have a good time.
Hi, my name is Brad Comer. My age is 19 years old, and my major at Brookdale Community College is education, hoping to be a phys ed teacher. In the 60s, we did a tailgate at the Asbury Park Press was here, so you guys can find me on app.com if you look for the article. And also, we got to play cornhole and other tailgating 60s games. And last night was 70s night with the roller disco in the BREC building. I tell you, it was a very fun experience, and I got to blade and see a lot of people, and I must say I'm very proud of the attendance rate. It was a very good time, and today I'm looking forward to the 80s. So I have a few songs for my friends, so I look forward to singing them. I'm going to sing 1985, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Jesse's Girl, and a Beach Boys song for my friends.
I'm Rachel McDonald. I'm 19 and business administration. Being with Mr. Balding was definitely one of the funniest things I've done at Brookdale. He got everyone involved, and it was really honestly so fun just to sing and joke around with him. He was so nice.
I put your picture away. Sat down and
Back here in Robert J. Collins Arena, take a look at the first half highlights. Jordan Little had an incredible first half. See all these points he's accumulated, and Kerry Kirkwood as well was pretty good, not only off the dribble, but from behind the three-point line to have Brookdale come into the second half up by 14, 48 to 34. Tim Catafamo back alongside with Brian Goudsworth in this quarterfinal round of the Region 19 tournament here for NJCAA. And we remind you that coming up on Saturday will be an all-day event here from the Collins Arena, along with Sunday. Saturday will be the semifinals for all the teams that make it. Of course, if Brookdale wins this game this evening, they will play the winner of either Northampton or Ocean. Those two teams are playing right now currently. We'll have an update on the scores of those games if we can get them to you in a timely fashion before this broadcast closes out. But it'll be either between those two teams that Brookdale will play if they win. Of course, if Union wins, same thing for them. And they will then play on Saturday in the semifinal rounds. So both men's and women's semifinal rounds for the women's, for the NJCAA Region 19 Division III tournament will take place this Saturday, and then of course Championship Sunday. We'll be back there to call the winner of the women's side and the winner on the men's side for Region 19. So very, very action-packed and tight couple of days coming up, and we'll be here to cover it all with Brian, his first kind of go-around with the tournament. I've been through it a couple times, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, it has sure been a fun first season for me to call these Brookdale games. They've had a great season and looking to cap it off with a region crown.
Kerry Kirk, we were just talking about him. You heard the slap up here. He was fouled. Messina talking to the officials saying that it was him and Allen who came together and made the slap. And I do have to agree with them. I don't think Kirkwood was necessarily fouled. Let's take another look at this as Kerry's going to line up for a shot at the line. First one for Kerry is up and no good. Watch this. Is there contact? No, it doesn't appear to be. If there was, it was very slight.
Well, we saw Kerry Kirkwood on that highlight montage to start this second half, and it was Kirkwood from three-point range and Jordan Little dominating down low, pacing the Brookdale offense early in this game.
Last foul on the floor, by the way, was on Messina. That's his second personal. Again, Union only here with 6 players, so they'll have to be careful that they don't run into too much foul trouble. That was not a factor in the first half. Jordan Little gets a hand in the face of Akron and rejects the shot. Olakani now in the corner, and Olakani traveled.
It was a very late signal. The official on the near side blew the whistle, but we were all kind of waiting like, what's the call? And frankly, I'm not quite sure Olakani traveled on that possession, but it's a Brookdale turnover.
Our officials this evening, Thomas Fitzgerald, Juwan Jones, and Rondell Taylor. Villa rejected inside, and it's going back the other way. And now Union has brought their cheerleading squad. They're on the right side of your screen while Brookdale's on the left. So this has really become a very crowd-focused game on both sides. You really can't call it a home game for Brookdale in this arena. Olakani fadeaway with a hand at his face is no good. Messina brings it across the timing line. Shot is good from Messina from the baseline.
Yeah, you just see the offensive skills that Messina has. He's great at shooting the basketball from 3, but that time the baseline jumper, he drops it in right over Kerry Kirkwood.
Kyle Bradshaw inside, 51-36 now. Villa had it partially blocked by Bradshaw, but was able to adjust in air and knock it home. Olakani, nice move, went right around Messina and lays it in.
And that's one thing that Brookdale does so well. They can push the tempo even on a made basket by the opposition. It's something that a lot of teams don't do, but Brookdale does it and does it effectively.
Allen with the fadeaway is no good, but the rebound weak side is pulled down by Alston. Shot clock did reset for Union. This is Javon Allen dribbling with the ball. Now in the right arc. Over to Messina with 7 to shoot. Villa with 4 to shoot. Drives inside on Little. Kick out Allen. That's a shot clock violation. Ball should have been given over to Brookdale at that point. Shot is no good anyway. Olakani the other way. Lays it in with the right hand. And now there's a whistle. Is this going to count for Olakani or what happened here? Let's take a look. Officials are walking over to the scores table.
No, there's no reason why the basket isn't good. I'm not sure if there was a substitution attempt by Union or what the case may be. I think
This
we
is
got
not a timeout, so the cheerleaders go back off the floor. But I'm still confused as to what the problem is. Coach Chuzak's looking for an explanation. They just now added the point on the scoreboard. Say the least, I don't know. I don't know.
A lot ado about nothing.
Shot of the two coaches there, Chuzak and Henderson. (55-38). Olakani with the last basket. Union trying to answer to that. Here's Messina for 3. And Messina trips over the official. Down goes Thomas Fitzgerald. And he pops right back up.
My goodness.
He handled that with style, though.
Who knows what we might see before this one's over.
Little the rebound, back up with it, no good, but he's fouled. Yeah, Messina was backpedaling, and Thomas Fitzgerald did not see Chinua Messina. The two came together, and Fitzgerald just kind of popped right back up. He handled it perfectly.
But what we're seeing is Messina's ability to shoot the basketball
Watch this here,
from
Brian.
long range.
Okay, this is the last basket from Little. Little's first attempt is no good. It's Teray Gatling coming in for Kyle Bradshaw. Nazir Akron is also going to go to the bench for Union. In for him is Aaron Smith. Little's second attempt from the line, good. 1 out of 2 for Jordan Little from the charity stripe. It's back up to a 15-point lead for Brookdale. Messina right in front of Coach Henderson. Villa went right over Harris. Harris fell down. Messina, Smith wide open for a right wing 3, and Aaron Smith connects.
And if Union's going to get back into this game, which, you know, it's not insurmountable at this point, but I think that's what they're going to have to do a lot of, shoot it from 3, because that's really been the identity of this team. They're very good offensively, but as a team, they shoot 49% from 3. So they can make up a lot of points by making long-range jumpers, and I think they're going to need more of those down the stretch in this game.
Olakani was fouled. The foul was on Javon Allen. That was his 4th. Kirkwood fouled, count the basket. Brookdale has got all of the opportunities at the rim this evening. Let's take another look at this again. Watch this, the contact there, and Kirkwood so good off the dribble. Now at the line to try to complete the three-point play, and he does. Messina over to Brandon Villa. Union will set up with Akron dribbling with the ball. Shot clock down to 7. Akron with 5 to shoot. Hands off Messina. Messina with 1. Villa doesn't realize it. Shot clock expires, doesn't matter. Here comes Brookdale the other way. Kirkwood, the layup, good, and the foul.
Wow, what a stretch that was from Brookdale, starting with the harassing defense on the one end, not allowing any dribble penetration, just keeping the basketball way out on the perimeter. Nothing Union could do with it. Kirkwood comes away with the last-second strip and the second straight and one opportunity at the line, as we'll now get a timeout.
So it'll be a timeout on the floor. Let's take another look at this. This is the bracket. So you look on your screen, quarterfinals. We're in the right top portion of your screen, Brookdale and Union. I mentioned the winner of this game is going to play either Ocean or Northampton. Most likely Northampton, because Brookdale was able to really blow Ocean out of the building the last time they played, which was actually the season finale home game a couple weeks ago. But again, it'll be either Brookdale playing Northampton or Ocean. If they win, if Union were to win, they would play either of those two teams. And on the other side, of course, you see how things would stack up. The 4 teams that'll move on to the semifinals, they will play on Saturday here in the Collins Arena. So you can check BrookdaleAthletics.com, since Brookdale will be hosting the event, for more information about the dates and times. And of course, if you'd like to come out, because this is going to be a heck of a tournament, both Saturday and Sunday. So Brookdale again in this timeout. 61-44. And on the other side, Coach Henderson really trying to hopefully draw up some plays that can get his team back in this game. And at the line, it's a good shot of him there. Sophomore leader, Kerry Kirkwood, 6-foot sophomore from Neptune, New Jersey. Historically has been someone who has been so good at giving off of the ball, but the last few games we've seen Kerry Kirkwood taken into his own hands, where he's actually started to knock down more shots the last several games.
Yeah, and you see here an example of that, taking it to the rim. He got the floater along the baseline, and the previous possession, the transition basket, and now Brookdale another opportunity on the offensive rebound.
5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Olakani guarded by Chinua Messina. Olakani lost it, got it back, blew the layup. Rebound Little, bodies on the floor, and now we have a whistle as Mike Alston is down. Gonna see if this is a foul. I'm assuming this is a foul here on Brookdale, as Alston, similar to what happened with Nasir Akron earlier, where he's holding his eyes. And so he'll go out of the game. Back in for him is Javon Allen, who's got 4 fouls. Still no word on who that last foul was on, if it was a foul. I think it may have been a turnover on Brookdale, possibly a traveling underneath. Either way, it's Union ball. Shot clock down to 10. Messina for 3. Off the mark. Gatling gets the rebound but falls down, and that's an automatic walk. Gatling, though, was bumped on his way down. That's what Coach Chizak wants to call on the floor.
And that's exactly what I thought when you see the contact coming away with the rebound. Yes, he traveled. There wasn't really much of an other choice, but I thought a foul should have been called.
And now Villa's 3 goes over the backboard, so that's going to be Brookdale ball. 61-44. Coach Chizak told me pre-game, one of the things this team needs to do is take some real high-quality percentage shots. And I would say so far in this game, they've done that. Harris inside lays it in.
Well, speaking of high percentage shots, right on cue, as Harris able to take it right to the basket and score the easy one.
Villa, all types of bodies underneath, not able to convert. Olakani runs right into Messina, no call. Gets his own rebound. And now Gatling traveled again. So Teray Gatling has had a rough couple of minutes. Messina goes baseline, kicks it out to Smith. Extra pass made to Allen, drives inside, right hand scoop, layup is good.
Yeah, what a move that was by Allen, getting all the way to the basket and then finishing with the circus layup.
And remember, Allen is on the floor with 4 personal fouls. Harris at the foul line. Right underneath the basket, faded away is no good. And now Allen is bumped by Teray Gatling at midcourt. So Teray Gatling, 2 traveling calls and a personal foul in the last few minutes.
That gets him a ticket, I thought, on the bench, but looks like it's going to be Sky Harris instead who will make his way to the Brookdale bench.
It's the 3rd on Gatling. Harris comes out along with Zach Olakani. James Wright and Kyle Bradshaw check back in. Messina for 3, it's too strong. Bradshaw able to rip the rebound away from Akron. Quickly up the floor, Gatling after the pass from Kirkwood. Akron. Allen now right at Little, blocked away cleanly by Jordan. And now a foul here on Allen, and that's it. He's going to be fouled out as he picks up a ticky-tack call in the backcourt.
Yeah, and I don't think Allen can believe it. I mean, he's fouled out of this game with over 12 minutes left to play. That's a key player, and you see his reaction on the bench, rightfully so, because he is one of the Owls' leading scorers after Messina. That's a big break for Brookdale.
Javon Allen had 20 points, 13 rebounds in the last game against Brookdale here in the Collins Arena back on the 7th of February, only a few weeks ago. And now Union is going to have to play the remaining 12 minutes and 26 seconds with 5 guys. Gatling bumped inside before the shot, and it'll be a foul on the floor on either Alston or Messina, and I think they're going to call it on Messina. It'll be his 3rd personal. Brookdale only's got 1 team foul in this entire second half, while Union has got 7. And for head coach Jerry Henderson, it's not getting any easier. Gatling, first foul shot, he gets the lucky bounce on the rim.
And also for Allen, I mean, this is a sophomore. This is likely his last game that he plays here at Union County, so a bitter end to his run here as an Owl.
Gatling 2 for 2. 21-point lead for Brookdale. Messina. Akron able to set his feet and hit it from right behind the 3-point line, right in front of the 3-point line, I should say. It's a 2. Lead back down to 19. Bradshaw now will try his luck from behind the 3-point line. No good. Kirkwood tipped it to Gatling. Bradshaw again for 3.
Yeah, and you said it there. Kirkwood created that second chance with that deflection off the initial shot by Bradshaw. Then Kyle gets another chance and buries the 3 from the same spot.
Chinua Messina is fouled in the paint by Kerry Kirkwood. It's his first personal, 2nd on the Jersey Blues.
Yeah,
fresh 30 for Union.
And you mentioned the team fouls. It's not very often that we see this Brookdale team in good position in terms of fouling. They normally run up the fouls early on in the halves and give the other team opportunities by getting in the penalty. Not the case, as they've avoided trouble tonight.
Akron with an acrobatic move inside, as basket was no good, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Foul is on Teray Gatling. It's his 4th personal. And I'm assuming Coach Juzak is going to pull him out shortly. Akron at the line is good. So out goes Gatling, and in for him is Zach Olakani. And that's another player, actually, which is surprising to me, Brian. Olakani had 20 points the last time these two teams played. He's really not been much of a factor on the floor, but it really hasn't hurt Brookdale so far. Other players such as Jordan Little and Kerry Kirkwood have been able to step up.
Well, yeah, and that's the one thing about this team is when one key player has an off night, there's so many other options that if they have strong games, it really doesn't matter what the off players do. And today, Jordan Little has really stepped up as an example and provided Brookdale with a big boost offensively.
Little, though, couldn't handle the pass from Kyle Bradshaw. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. Nice move inside there by Messina. Excuse me, that was actually Nazir Akron with the go-ahead layup. Union's though going to need more of that if they want to come within sniffing distance of the Jersey Blues. Bradshaw is fouled at the foul line. It's going to be on Akron, his 2nd.
Yeah, and Akron was a little bit hobbled coming away the previous possession as you see him make his way to the bench. They can't lose him, though. Then they'll be playing with 4 players unless they bring in one of their fans from those who've made their way down from Union. But clearly it's a difficult situation right now.
So it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as I think Coach Henderson just wants to talk things over with his team. There's the schedule for the Region 19 tournament, which you see all day Saturday here, March the 4th, and then of course on Sunday here in the Collins Arena, both the women's and the men's Region 19 championship games will be played. And not to sound impartial here on Brookdale TV, but I think the men and the women, from what we have seen this year, have a pretty good shot at being in that final game, those final 2 games on Sunday.
Yeah, and we should mention, too, the women's team wound up being the #1 overall seed in the region. So clearly a remarkable year for them, led by Rich Brunson in his first year.
Yeah, Coach Brunson is actually here. He's actually at one of the scores tables at midcourt. And his team, as Brian mentioned, got a first and second round bye under the #1 seed on the women's side. Brandon Villa baseline layup in and out. Alston lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Olakani. So it'll be Aaron Smith inbounding. Smith finds Villa. Now Akron inside, and a blocking foul is called. I think they're going to get Kyle Bradshaw. It's the 3rd on Bradshaw, and it will send Nazir Akron, who's really been all over the court this evening, to the foul line. 6'4" sophomore from Hillside, New Jersey. First one on the way is good. Sky Harris going to come in for Kyle Bradshaw. Sky's had a quiet night along with Zach Olakani in this game for Brookdale.
You know, still plenty of time left. There's over half of this second half remaining. Brookdale in comfortable position, but they can't start getting lax offensively.
James Wright right in front of the Brookdale bench. Now Harris in the corner with 7 to shoot. Harris double teamed through the legs of Alston. Ball loose and picked up by Brandon Villa. Akron hands off to Messina. Messina now forces up a three. With a hand in his face, it's no good. Akron, though, the rebound, and the shot clock resets. Messina fouled. Count the basket.
Well, the initial shot that he took on this possession, I would call it ill-advised. As you said, he kind of forced it up. But here he gets the nice runner and a chance to add one more.
So Chinua Messina, 6'1" sophomore from Montclair, New Jersey.
And he's working on another big night, too. He had 25 points last meeting, probably around 20, if not over, in this game as well.
Right traveled, and you mentioned it a moment ago, Brian, don't look now, but Union is starting to get eerily close to Brookdale's lead. Last few minutes, Owls have gone on a mini little run, and they still have plenty of time in this quarterfinal round. Messina for three, yes. And a timeout called by Chizak. And there was some extracurricular activity there going on between Joshua Messina and some of the Brookdale players. I'm actually surprised there was no foul called on either side after the whistle had blown, but we will take a break. 12-point lead still, though, for Brookdale, 72-60. Come back to wrap up this quarterfinal matchup of the Region 19 tournament right after this.
Sitting with someone one-on-one in a no-stress environment, that is how you learn how to do math. And Brookdale offers that with 6 full-time members that sit around the perimeter of the room. You come to them with your math or your test review questions, and they'll sit and they'll answer it with you. If you don't have your book with you, you can check out your book. And for most of the courses, about 90% of them, we also have the solutions manual. So you can sit and you can do the work with it, and it actually has the solutions worked out. There's a computer lab that we have that has all the software that you would need to complete any of the math courses here at Brookdale, whether it's statistics with Minitab or Maple Derive for your calc course. There's 2 quiet rooms that are usually open that you're free to use. It's across from where the faculty have their offices. You can, be a part of the math department very easily.
Back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, out of that timeout. Brookdale with the 12-point lead. Tim Calafamo alongside Brian Goudsward here in the Region 19 tournament. The quarterfinal round, winner will play either Ocean or Northampton on Saturday in the semifinals. Hernandez inside with the left-hand layup, rims out. Here comes Union up the floor. Akron to the hole is fouled.
Well, there's certain sequences during a game where the momentum changes from one side to the other, and that's exactly what we have right now with Union taking the momentum, and it's been led by their star, Messina, making threes, getting the Owls back into this game, and right now Akron at the line looking to make it even tighter.
So Nazir Akron will try to hit a couple of crucial foul shots here. First one up and good for Akron, who shoots 69% on the year. Foul, by the way, was on Sky Harris's first. Akron's second attempt, good. It's a 10-point lead, and the Union crowd now starting to sense that this could be the turning point in this game.
I think it was as large as 21 for Brookdale only about 3 minutes or so ago. Quickly, it has dwindled.
Olakani is fouled hard inside. And now Olakani will shoot 2 at the line. Let's take another look at this again, Brian. Watch Olakani here. Contact is made right there between him and Mike Alston. It's Alston's 4th personal and the 9th now on the Owls. They're 1 away from the double bonus. Olakani got it from the foul line for his first attempt. He'll get 1 more. Zach shooting 64% and averages just under 12 a game. 1 on a 2 from the line. Bunch of contact here, and now a foul on Jordan Little going for the rebound. And now Union will go all the way down the floor and will go to the line with Messina. A lot of yelling going on both sides. Coach Chizak trying to inform his players about something.
Never a dull moment.
Messina short on the attempt from the line. It's an 11-point lead for Brookdale. Olakani in the left arc. Harris lost it. Olakani got shoved to the ground by Akron, no call. Messina the other way underneath the basket, and now Union will reset. Messina, left wing 3. It's now single digits as Union has gotten back into this game. The lead is 8.
I'll tell you what, though, how is there not a call on this end of the floor? Olakani got shoved to the ground. That's got to be a foul on Union.
Officials let him play. Hernandez, pull-up jumper, no good. And now here comes Union. Sensing a resurgence. As Brian mentioned, the lead was 21 just a few moments ago. Messina inside, gets the lucky roll. And they have gotten right back in this game. Down by 6. A berth in the semifinals here is on the line. Hernandez along the baseline, floater, no good.
I think what it is it just has to be a close game when these two teams meet.
Villa for 3, that's way off the mark. Olakani able to track down the rebound. Up the floor, Olakani right to the rim, lays it in, and the foul. So count the basket for Zach Olakani. Let's take another look at this again here, Brian. Watch this. Contact is made there by Villa and Olakani. Remember, he had the go-ahead basket the last time these two teams played with 30 seconds remaining to give Brookdale what would be the final 1-point lead.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why he was our key player coming into this game was because of his strong finish to this season. He became one of Brookdale's big offensive weapons.
So Olakani can't complete the 3-point play. However, it's back up to an 8-point lead, and now an offensive foul is called here on Union. Foul away from the ball. Going to see who they're going to call it on. Coach Chizak thought it was on his team. He was very upset, but now he's getting an explanation. And a foul on Mike Alston. He's gone. He is fouled out, and Union now is out of players. They have nobody to fill Alston's spot.
Do you have a uniform ready?
I tell you, some of those Union fans, if you give them a uniform, I'm sure they'd step in. Now, here's how this is going to work.
Is the game over?
The game is not over. Union crowd really letting the officials have it here. The game is not over. What Union can do is they can continue to play with 4 players. I believe the rule is, once you foul out and only have 3 players on the floor, at that point you are forced to forfeit. However, I believe, if I'm remembering the rules correctly, Union can still play with 4 players.
It's a huge disadvantage.
But this is a huge, huge turn of events.
Especially with the game having tightened up in the last couple of minutes.
So now let's see what they're going to do here. there's been a full timeout on the floor, but we're going to keep it here because we want to figure out what the heck is going on. 75-67. Alston committed the foul, so that much is certain. We know that. However, we're still trying to figure out whether or not this is going to change things in any way for the duration of this game, the remainder of this game, I should say. I believe that Union is going to continue to play here with 4 players on the floor, and again, that's it. They have nobody else to fill Mike Alston's spot.
I just don't know how you can play a region tournament game here down 1 player, for a 7-minute stretch. I mean, credit this team for getting back into this game led by the heroics of Messina, who just got red hot from the perimeter. But there's just no way you're going to be able to keep up that run down a full player on the court.
Well, I wouldn't put it past them, because Union, we have seen in this game, has been incredibly strong and fast and quick. However, only 4 players on the floor is definitely going to make it hard for Coach Henderson's team. So let's watch this. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's backtrack a little bit here. Before ball goes back in play, let's go back to this replay of the last foul. Complete the 3-point play. However, look if we can see anything. I don't see anything on the floor. Watch Alston. He's right here. I wish I had a teleprompter where I could circle this. He's right there. He goes to set a pick on Olakani right there. And apparently that is what had Alston foul out. Now Brookdale has an advantage here with obviously having 1 extra guy on the floor, but yeah, Union's going to continue to gut it out.
And you could say Brookdale is on the power play.
Olakani, feed inside to Little. Back to Olakani with 13 to shoot. Olakani, another blocking foul called on Akron.
And remember that Union is over the foul limit, so any foul from this point on is going to result in free throws for Brookdale. So just another disadvantage to add to the Owls.
See the foul there on Akron, and definitely did not have his feet set along the baseline. It's the 3rd on Nazir. Olakani, first attempt from the line is good.
But this really kind of took some of the air out of this game, because this was becoming a really good game. The intensity from both fan bases that's made their way to the Collins Arena, and now more than likely Brookdale's just going to take control again because of very strange circumstances.
Olakani front rim on the 2nd attempt. However, Sky Harris is there to put it back up and in. Harris is limping the other way down the floor. Nazir Akron down to the court to grab the loose ball. Villa down hard as he was fouled. Thought at least he was fouled. Apparently the officials are going to simply just count the basket. Let's take a look at this. Watch Villa here come down hard to the floor. Sky Harris is going to check out. He was limping coming down the sidelines on that last play. He'll go to the bench. In for him is Teray Gatley with 4 fouls. Olakani, feed inside the Little on the low block. Kirkwood all alone for a straight on 3. It rattles out. And now Brookdale under 6 minutes. Looking to get into the semifinals here of the Region 19 tournament. Messina to Akron. Jumper from the corner doesn't go. It's an air ball. And Gatling the rebound. Kirkwood back to his brother Keyshawn. Little working his pivot foot down low on Brandon Villa, had it blocked away cleanly. However, Kirkwood gets the rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Olakani, the jumper, doesn't go, and the rebound to Messina. And now with exactly 5 minutes left, Union with 4 players trying to mount a charge here. Akron had a ball stripped by Olakani out of bounds, last touch by Akron. Got to go back to the Jersey Blues.
And I thought Brookdale would extend the margin even more than they have in the last couple minutes, but credit Union for playing good defense in pretty much an impossible situation.
And now a timeout here on the floor by Coach Chizak. His team up 78-69. Wills take it with him back to the Collins Arena after this.
My daughter was born premature, and the hospital's respiratory therapist saved her life. When the economy crashed, we moved back to New Jersey for my husband's career, but nobody was hiring drama teachers. So I joined the respiratory therapy program at Brookdale. It's a great field with job security, and you can be there for people who really need you. My name is Joriel Miller, and I came to Brookdale to change my career. I never imagined I could help save a life.
Back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, Tim Catalfamo alongside Brian Gounsward in this quarterfinal round of the Region 19 tournament for NJCAA. Winner going to take on either Northampton or Ocean on Saturday. Some of the Union fans still grooving here in the Collins Arena, not giving up hope on their team. Remember, Brian, this game, at one point, Brookdale had a 21-point lead. Union cut it to single digits. Then Mike Alston fouled out of the game. There was nobody to replace Alston. Javon Allen had gone out earlier. And as it stands right now with 4:44 remaining, those are the 4 players that are left for Union to compete. It has been pretty incredible, to say the least. So after that timeout, Brookdale again trying to close this out. Union's still not out of this game. They're only down by 9. With one of their best players in Chanu and Messina still on the floor. Little is fouled. Count the basket for Jordan Little. He'll go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play, so get an additional shot from the line. So you see the replay there. So Jordan Little, the 6'9" sophomore from Jersey City, New Jersey. Too strong on the attempt from the line. It's an 11-point lead for Brookdale. Alston, as he was falling down, connects on the 3. Union with 4 players is still fighting strong.
And, you know, when you're in this kind of situation, Brookdale has been able to move the basketball very well. They're getting open shots. They just haven't made many of them since they've been given this one-man advantage.
Olakani with the drive is good. Back up to a double-digit lead. Villa blocked away. It'll stay here with the Owls with 24 to shoot. We thought that the last game between these two was an incredible game. I think this tops that definitely for sure.
Yeah, that was that doubleheader where we had 2 one-point games. If I remember the women's game against Manor College that came down right to the last second as well.
Gatling there with the easy layup. Villa for 3, it's an air ball. He thought he was fouled from behind the 3-point line. Up ahead, Little to the hole. And Jordan Little has been unbelievable. Has at least got himself double-digit points. Aaron Smith saves it out of bounds to Kerry Kirkwood, flips it over to Olakani. And he's fouled inside by Akron, and I think for Akron, that's going to be his 4th personal.
Yeah, and Union's given this a great effort, but at this point, they just have to be out of gas. I mean, only playing with 4 players the last 4 minutes or so. Brookdale started to find a rhythm again, and it looks like we're going to see this Brookdale team on Saturday.
So Zach Olikani, 6'4" freshman from Teaneck, New Jersey. It's the first end of a 2-shot foul.
The Union fans still holding out hope, though.
Olikani's second attempt, too strong. Little tried to rip the rebound away from Brandon Villa. Now Messina, desperation 3, doesn't go. I don't even think his feet were set as he was falling out of bounds. Gatling the other way. Now we have an offensive foul here on either Gatling or Olikani. Coach Chizek absolutely cannot believe it.
See, sometimes you don't know if he's angry with his players or if he's angry with the officials.
Checking in for the jersey blue, number 5.
We're going to say it's an offensive foul on Olikani, his 3rd. It's a 15-point lead. Villa with the drive, and the flip doesn't go, although Akron, though, is there with the rebound and is fouled on the low block. That'll be on Kyle Bradshaw, who just checked in a few moments ago. He's now got 4 personal fouls, and I assume is probably going to come out shortly. Akron at the line, short on the first attempt. Watch this again. Watch here, Bradshaw. Yep, that's a foul. Nice job by Akron to get Bradshaw in the air and then lean into him to draw the contact. 1 out of 2 from the line that time for Akron. And now we have a whistle here. And the shot clock had not started, so that's why the officials blew the whistle. And they're probably going to put, I think about 20, no, they're going to put actually 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to, well, we're still waiting to see what they're going to put on the shot clock. Messina having a conversation with Tom Fitzgerald. Remember, the two came together earlier in the game, and
yeah, Fitzgerald went flying.
Yeah.
Good to see him get back up immediately.
So shot clock was reset to 26, and Kerry Kirkwood just telling his team, listen, we got a big lead, let's just milk the clock, so to speak. Keyshawn over to his brother Kerry, now in the corner to Olikani, and Olikani took one too many steps. Coach Chizak is irritated with Olikani, and as a result, in comes Sky Harris for Zach Olikani. Now remember, Sky was limping a moment ago. He seems to be all right as he's walking down the other side of the floor. Brookdale playing tight defense here as Messina lost it and actually bounced off of Kyle Bradshaw's foot back to Messina, and he laid it in. 12-point lead. Gatling to the hole, lays it in off the back rim and in. So I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that Brookdale is going to improve and advance to the semifinals, where they will play, as I said, either Ocean or Northampton on Saturday. Harris up ahead to Gatling, who easily puts it in for another 2. And for Union, it's going to be a disappointing end to a season that had a lot of promise. Gatling ahead of the field, throws it down with one hand. 93-75. And I think that was the exclamation point for Teray Gatling to close out this game.
Yeah, and you have to remember with a guy like Gatling, he didn't join this team until very late in the season, but what a boost he gives them on that second unit coming off the bench.
Harris and Bradshaw both missed chip-ins from the basket. Villa the other way lays it in easily with 21 seconds left. And Brookdale will inbound the carry to Keyshawn Kirkwood, flips it over to his brother. Up to Kyle Bradshaw, and that's pretty much going to do it. Brookdale will play in the semifinals and continue their quest for a Region 19 title on Saturday. In the semifinals, they win tonight 93-77 over the Union County Owls. What a game. What a turn of events late in this game. And what a finish. Union put up a good effort. We saw Javon Allen foul out early in the second half, followed immediately almost after that by Mike Alston. Union therefore was only playing with 4 players afterwards. And as a result, they were just never quite able to rebound. As the cheerleaders there doing a post-game performance. And for Brookdale, again, a really incredible game, able to close this out. And as I said, now they will play on Saturday, either the winner of Ocean or Northampton. You can check BrookdaleAthletics.com for the winner of those 2 games, and of course the full bracket to follow along with both Saturday and Sunday. So Brian, final thoughts. Again, this is an incredible game, I think, in the fact that Brookdale not only had a huge lead, almost lost it to Union, but then was able to really kind of secure it in the end. And here they are. Now they're going on to the semifinals.
Yeah, well, this game looked like it was shaping up to be another close one, another classic game between these 2 region rivals. Looked like, you know, the intensity was there early on. The crowd certainly added a big element to this game. But, you know, when you end up losing 2 players and you only had 6 to begin with, you do the easy math and you find that it's not very easy to compete, which Union found out late in this game. Brookdale was able to retake control, put forth a really good effort top to bottom, and we'll see them coming up this weekend and again trying to make it all the way to the championship in this region.
So again, nothing really stopping the Jersey Blues. They now improve to winning 9 straight games, including this one tonight, where they downed the Union County Owls 93-77. So as I mentioned earlier, our next couple of games will be in the Region 19 tournament, both Saturday and Sunday. All those games will be filmed live on Brookdale TV for both the women and the men. The Brookdale women will play the first game at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, that'll start our full day of coverage from the Collins Arena. That'll be the semifinals. Brookdale, of course, the men will be playing the winner of Ocean or Northampton, which you've mentioned me say many times. That'll be the men's team. And then on Sunday, of course, we'll have the championship games for both the women and the men. So coverage for both of those games will start at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Check BrookdaleAthletics.com. Since Brookdale will be hosting the tournament here in the arena for any further information. So that's going to wrap it up for tonight for the Collins Arena. Tim Calafamo alongside Brian Goudsworth. Brookdale again wins final score 93-77. We will see you on Saturday for our entire BTV crew. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you on Saturday for the semifinals here on Brookdale TV.